guys, we officially made it to St. Petersburg. Oh my goodness, it is insane. This morning at 3:30, Zac woke up, drove to the airport, and got on an airplane.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to moving day. I woke up in just such a good mood this morning because I'm excited. Like, I feel like we're going on a vacation right now. Florida is just so foreign to me, tropical, hot, and it's cold here in Charlotte. You can see I'm in my my warm jacket. And when we arrive in St. Petersburg in like 500 hours, because it is a long drive, it's gonna be like in the 80s. So I'm so excited, although it is sad to say goodbye to this Airbnb. I do have to say, they told us to remove all of the like linens or whatever. So does that mean do I remove the sheets too? I don't know. They said to put it on the floor. They said to put the towels on the floor as well. You're just with me doing my last check because I don't want to lose anything or forget to bring anything with me. Honestly, nothing in an Airbnb will ever beat this cozy couch. Like, most Airbnbs, or not most, but I feel like a lot of them, especially if they were created just for people who are renting, not people living there, they go for the cheap stuff. It looks nice, but when you sit on it, it's hard as a rock. This though, man, they had comfort in mind, and I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss this place. This view is so nice, but I do have to say the view from our next place is gonna be a lot better. We're making one final stop at Roots, which is probably one of my favorite spots here in Charlotte. You've got all this beautiful seating out here, and then some really yummy, very expensive food inside. All right, Zac is diving into his breakfast Sammy. Wow, it's still steaming before we hit the road because he is driving. And he got a nitro cold brew. I got a nitro cold brew with a little bit of oat milk. I've been enjoying that lately. Then for the road, because I'm not too hungry yet, I just got, if I can open it up, some avocado toast. This looks so freaking good. I think it's just like French bread toasted with avocado on it. And I feel like I either switch between this for breakfast or obviously oatmeal, which honestly, let's be real, I've been on an oatmeal kick for like years, but avocado toast is just as good. And look how cute this little place is. I'm obsessed. All right, the road trip has officially begun. Are you so excited, Zac?
For the road trip?
Yeah.
I'm excited to get there.
Oh my gosh, he always, I was just telling Zac this morning. Okay, a little thing you need to know about Zac. We're exposing you, Zac. I've never met someone who can will pass a man, the man's walking too slow, and he's just like, oh, this guy's walking too slow. Like, you almost have like old grandpa energy, which is why we love you.
I don't have, you have nagging mom energy.
No. I have
I
have like excited, like happy, like nothing can get in my way energy. This morning,
You're just making stuff up
I'm
to make
not.
yourself sound good.
Yeah, I am making myself sound good.
You just live in your own world energy. That's a whole different thing.
But this morning, another thing that Zac got, like this woman was like backing her car into a spot. Like, I didn't think anything of it, for example. Zac, oh, she thinks she could just back into this
No, that's not what I said. I said, why do people back into spots if they can't back into spots?
She was doing it just fine.
No, she wasn't. Maybe in your book.
She was doing an okay job, I thought so. But anyway, at breakfast, I informed Zac that I have already picked out a great activity for us. Well, first of all, I have a couple of activities. We are going to be doing a Q&A on my Instagram stories throughout this drive, so that'll be great. I already put out the little question box, so be sure to follow me on Instagram, by the way, guys, because, oh my god, that'd actually be so fun even if we went like live on Instagram. Oh my goodness. We'll see how we're feeling. So that's one activity. The other one, I downloaded finally Jeanette McCurdy's audiobook. So many of you guys recommended it. I told Zac about this at breakfast. He wasn't thrilled about this choice.
No, I want to find something like Serial. I need another Adnan story in my life.
You guys know it's like a podcast about that I listened to in college. Basically, this guy who was accused of murdering someone, but then they weren't sure if he was guilty or not. So we shall see. We got some fun things ahead of us, and I actually took off vlogging the past several days, which I'm very happy I did. But I have just been not doing well. I basically have spent, Zac was joking, like the bed has an imprint of my body because I've been in bed for days.
Must be nice.
No, but it wasn't nice. I got the stomach bug on Monday. It was just like a 24-hour thing though. Fine, absolutely fine Tuesday and Wednesday. I woke up on Thursday morning around 4 a.m. For hours, I thought I was gonna puke everywhere. I was not doing well, and I was sick, very sick on Thursday, and then yesterday was Friday where I started to feel better again, but I don't know. I don't know if it's something I'm eating. I don't know if it's the actual stomach virus. A lot of people, even my friend Elena, reached out saying they have actually the same exact thing going on. So I don't know. It has not been a great last week in Charlotte. I mean, it's been fine, but I just wanted to do so much, like explore, visit new neighborhoods, and I didn't get to do any of that. So a little disappointed, but I'm just happy to be feeling a lot better. I'm like very nervous about foods I'm eating because I just don't know if it's something I'm eating, but nothing is gonna get in the way of me and a 9-hour drive. So yeah, do we have the phone saying how long we have left? 8.5 hours left, but obviously it's so depressing. Like whatever time it projects, we are gonna be stopping to eat, we're gonna be stopping to pee, so it's probably gonna be more like, I don't know, 10.5, I don't know, we'll see, but it's definitely a long drive. And I should give a little disclaimer about this Airbnb I picked, which first of all, Zach, how would you rank the Nashville and Charlotte Airbnbs so far?
No, they've both been better than expected, so we can give them 10 out of 10s.
Yay! Do you have, which one did you like better?
I mean, I think they're about equal. I mean, maybe if I had to choose one, Charlotte, just as more comfortable.
It was more like cozy. The big like cons that I will say with the Charlotte Airbnb, since now we don't live there, we don't have to be all like positive, because I think it's important to like, even if things aren't perfect, like to just be like, it's fine. So the one thing is, okay, it really was annoying that we only had one bathroom downstairs. Anytime you had to pee, just a little sprinkle, just a little pee, you had to go all the way downstairs. And I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but like, it ended up being a lot. And then the other big thing, the toilet didn't always flush. Like I know we could have asked the Airbnb host to fix it, and I tried to fix it myself. I actually was going in there, like it was a big day where I called my dad and was going in there trying to fix it. It didn't work. I just didn't want to disturb the guy, so it was what it was. It didn't flush all the time. And then the other huge thing is it was so dark in there. It was really hard for me to vlog. Like I just felt like every vlog looked so not my vibe. I can't even explain it. I know this probably sounds so silly. Like, does it sound silly to you? Like honestly, I'm just curious.
Well, no, I mean, if you don't have the right lighting to vlog, it makes sense.
Yeah, like it's just hard for me to like work. I don't know, and I wasn't like happy with my vlogs. I can't explain it, but those are really the only 3 cons for me. The location was perfect. It was great. Now moving on to our St. Petersburg Airbnb, it is going to be a 1-bed, 1.5 bath, and then I am very curious as to, this is gonna sound weird, the smell, because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I go to Florida, no matter where I stay, there's always like this musky smell that I'm just not about. So we'll see how it smells. And then this is gonna be very different because we are not gonna be in walking distance to like the grocery store like we're used to. And we're kind of like in a remote area, I feel like. But I'm just looking forward to seeing this place. We're gonna make it our home. We're gonna make it work. We have a great view, I believe, from our balcony, which we do have a balcony I'm very excited about. So we shall see. We're like 5 minutes into our drive though, so maybe we'll check in a little bit later. We've got a lot ahead of us, and actually it's like the perfect time. Kind of, we're a little early, but the trees are starting to change, so hopefully it'll be a scenic drive as well. Well, we have made it to the great state of Georgia. We found a Panera, and I'm about to show you the best order at Panera. Disclaimer, it used to be the barbecue chicken salad, which I think they might have brought back. Anyway, they like removed it from the menu a couple of years ago, which was devastating. And I saw it on the menu just now, but I freaked, I panicked. I just went with my new order that I'm gonna show you. And Zach is just enjoying his life. He's loving it. We were doing an Instagram Q&A. There were a couple of hate comments that were telling me that you don't love me. They're like, girl, he doesn't even love you. And can I just say, people get so mad if, like, for example, I posted this person's hate comment, they were like, it's so embarrassing that, like, he doesn't like you. And I said, really? Well, it's more embarrassing that you're leaving hateful messages. And people get so mad at influencers, like, why would you put that person's username? Who cares? If you are going to leave a comment on my social media, be prepared for me to post it. Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. If you don't want people to know you're a mean person, don't be mean. Do you love me?
I do.
A lot.
So much.
That's awesome. All right, the best order is here. This is the chicken from, oh shoot, she didn't even ask me what side I wanted.
Yeah, she didn't ask.
Honestly, you could probably have these.
I don't even know if I wanted it. I didn't know there was an option.
But this is a chicken Frontega panini so good. I just get it without like the cheese and the chipotle sauce. And then Zach got a classic turkey bravo. Why is it called that? It's like the weirdest name.
Turkey bacon bravo or whatever.
It's like embarrassing. Big news, we are passing Tampa, if you can see that on my left. And we have how many minutes left, Zach? The fact that I'm saying minutes and not hours.
28.
20, oh my gosh, 28 minutes. We've been in the car for just over 9 hours. I told Zach this car ride flew by. He did not agree. He was not a fan of the audiobook we were listening to.
It wasn't great, but
Okay.
Clancy enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so.
I disagree. I thought it was very interesting.
She's just bashing everybody in her life. Like, it was almost just a bash fest versus like, I get you went through hardships, but it was just like one after the next. Like, this person did this to me, this person did that to me. It was repetitive, and then like books over explain things, which is just cheesy to me.
Zach went on a 10-minute rant about
Well, no,
this.
like, so like, she's like, I walk into the iPods or the
Apple
store, iPod store. I walk into
They
the,
just iPhones.
I walk into the Apple store. The lights are fluorescent. There's too many people in there. A worker comes up to me. Male, white teeth, balding, wrinkly shirt, cargo shorts, scuffy shoes on, annoying voice, unsympathetic. I couldn't even believe it. It's like, why are you saying? Like, why are you explaining it like this? No, like, this has nothing to do with anything. Why are you over explaining? And you don't remember, like, she was giving us vivid details like that from when she was 6. 6. You can't tell us vivid details like that when you're 6. Stop doing it.
Yeah, so Zach wasn't a fan. I can't even continue this vlog in this lighting. Look at this. Hello, don't even have a face. I don't think so, but guys, less than a half hour separates us from our from our St. Petersburg Airbnb. I'm a little bit nervous, per usual, you guys know. We'll see. I'm excited, and I'm also excited to not be sitting in this car anymore because it's been over 9 hours and my butt is starting to get a little, like, wanting to get up. Guys, we officially made it to St. Petersburg. I have entered the Airbnb and I did take a lap, but not a full one, so we're still gonna be exploring together. Oh my goodness, guys, it is insane. So, okay, give you a little overview there. You actually can't even see the beautiful view, which I'll show you in a second. I didn't even see this. Okay, so I guess this is the half bath over here. Just, oh cool, I didn't even know they gave us beach chairs and whatnot. Very nice. Okay, that's something good to know. This is the kitchen, which the kitchen, if you ask me, is like the most unimpressive part. I hate that there's not an inch of sunlight in here. But it is really neat that you have this kitchen table that one of us can work from, as well as this table in the, I guess you call it the dining room. But this whole living situation is why I booked the Airbnb. Because first of all, these couches looked like couches you'd actually order for yourself, like they're comfy. That's my biggest pet peeve with Airbnbs, when it's not comfy. And then ready, guys? I don't even know if you're ready for it because I wasn't. You love it, Zach?
Yeah, this is pretty sweet. Like, just like this like big old boat.
Oh my gosh, and the sunset. And then I guess, okay, that's our pool. And they have a little hot tub, I think, too. But this is so nice. Oh my gosh, we're definitely gonna have some chats out here. And then you can probably see over there, you actually have access to the bedroom. This is where we'll be sleeping. This is the main bathroom. We also got a little hello. It's a nice bathroom, definitely smaller than our old one, but it's really nice. And then, oh wow, what the heck? Oh my gosh, guys, so I just pulled up the Airbnb listing because I had a minor freak out where I didn't see a washer and dryer, which that's something that's very important for us, especially I think more so Zach would have been really not happy if a washer and dryer wasn't included, because that man does his laundry like every other day. I don't know what it is. No, does this open? Okay, there we go. There we go. We are here. It is all good. He would not have been happy.
It's pretty sweet.
I can't even believe it. I'm so happy.
No. That drive got miserable, but we're here now.
He's in the middle of the drive. Zach just kept going.
That's exactly what I would do.
You're just doing these long sighs. I'm like, do you want attention or what?
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
I'm just kidding. But oh my gosh, wow. So the game plan tonight is to hopefully settle in. I don't even know if we'll be able to unpack tonight. We obviously need to get dinner, and then we need to go grocery shopping because tomorrow Zac is actually leaving. It was very unexpected. We'll get into that more tomorrow, but he has to wake up at like 3 something to hop on a plane, and then he's going to be arriving back in St. Pete in just a few hours. It's kind of crazy. We'll talk about that later.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with color and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking. The wind.
Good morning, guys. I have just been having the most relaxing morning ever. Like, just being able to be out on the balcony and you can hear the birds. Like, I don't know, I'll have to look at the footage, but I'm pretty sure you could hear, like, I think it's like birds or just like sound effects that looks like I went in and got like fake sound effects, but no, that is real life. So it's so cool. It's so different than Charlotte. And today it's gonna be an interesting one. Not really much on the agenda. There's not really much that can be on the agenda because I'm carless. And that is because this morning at 3:30, Zac woke up, drove to the airport, and got on an airplane. And he is going to be back in just a couple of hours. Like, very crazy. This was all very last minute. But Zac, just a couple of days ago, found out that there was a brain cancer walk in Cincinnati. And it was just a couple of months ago, maybe even just a month ago. We were in Nashville when he found out that one of his former bosses was diagnosed with brain cancer. And this person wasn't just a boss to him. Like, this person was so, like, helped him so much. Like, he's just always spoken so highly of her. And it was a huge shock, obviously. Not expected. And Zac was just like, I have to be there. Meanwhile, we knew we were driving to Florida yesterday. So the walk is on Sunday. We have our big 10-hour drive on Saturday. And so logistically, it seemed impossible. One scenario, Zac was going to actually have us drive to the airport yesterday evening. He was going to hop on a plane, but the odds of us actually making that, like, flight, it was probably going to be too stressful because, you know, a 10-hour drive, you don't know how long it's actually going to be with traffic or whatever you might encounter. So what he ended up doing is buying a 6 a.m. ticket today. So that's why he had to wake up at 3:30 to get to the airport. And then he is coming back to St. Petersburg today. Like, his flight from Cincy is at 1:50. So he gets in around 8:30, and he's going to be back at the airport at around, I don't know, 12:30 maybe. So he's just in Cincinnati for a couple of hours just to see his former boss. And it's like the sweetest thing ever. I mean, obviously one of the huge factors is this was an investment, a lot of money, like a last minute plane ticket, not that much, but what ended up costing a lot. Last night, right before we were about to go to bed, Zac realized he accidentally booked one of his tickets for yesterday. Like, the plane already took off. He accidentally booked it for yesterday morning instead of this morning. So he ended up having to buy a whole nother ticket, and it was a lot of money. And by the way, that's one of the reasons I didn't go. I was looking up tickets and it would have ended up costing too much money. I've actually never met her, but I still know of her. She knows of me, you know what I mean? We're both in Zac's life. And so, yeah, Zac said he was just gonna do this solo journey. I was so grateful. The plane took off on time. I was up very early this morning before the sun even rose, just because, I don't know, I was like anxious. If it was delayed even an hour, he would not have made the walk because the walk started at 9 a.m. And granted, his return flight was at 1:50. So a lot could have went wrong, but he made it. I actually was texting Kristen, my former colleague, who was reporting on the walk, and she and Zac saw each other. Kristen was so confused because she saw Zac and I had our big road trip yesterday, obviously, and then suddenly he's in Cincinnati. So she was like, what the heck? So yeah, with all that being said, where we are staying, so St. Petersburg, obviously, but we're staying about, I think it's like a 6 or 7 minute drive from the beach, and then I think like a 10 to 15 minute drive from downtown St. Petersburg, and we're essentially on like an island. We're pretty much in the middle, right in between downtown St. Petersburg and St. Pete Beach. We're like right in between. And there's not much to do within walking distance. Like you kind of need a car. So I think what my game plan is going to be is just kind of walk around the complex and the Bay Area and just explore just around here. But I can't really go anywhere, which is totally fine because it's been really nice just relaxing and just chilling. And it's funny because my tripod is in the car that Zac has. So this is what you guys have been balancing on. We've got a box, this, and then this. And there might be people who say I shouldn't do this. This is glass, it could break. I like to risk it for the biscuit, guys. It's fine. It's not like heavy. We're all gonna be okay. By the way, I am so sorry for this awful audio. Like the audio is good, but then when the camera shakes, sometimes it just makes this awful noise. I'm so sorry. And normally I would just redo that footage, but I can't redo my first reaction of seeing our place, you know what I mean? So it's just the kind of little background. Think of it as background music. Obviously not really. I'm really bummed, so I am sorry. And look at how idyllic this looks. I've just been seeing boats go by, some people are fishing. It's just so freaking nice. It's like crazy. This is just like some people's lives. This will forever be the most unflattering outfit that I will still wear every day. And people always comment, they're like, why are you wearing those? Like, they don't look good. I don't wear them to look good. Like these t-shirt dresses, I think they're called, I don't wear them to like the bar or when I'm hanging out with people. Like these are just like errands, they're fun. Also, one of the things, I feel like if you have a bigger chest, they automatically look worse because it's hard to show you, but basically wherever your chest is, that's where it goes, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like it should be going all the way there if it was flush with my body, but instead it's just like, hello, but it's fine. We're just trying to be comfy. And then these shoes were very controversial. I was arguing with someone in the comments section a few weeks ago. When I bought these shoes, this person was like, I can't believe you, like consumerism, like buying a new pair of shoes when you have others. Listen, I don't think replacing a dirty pair, like they were so worn and so discolored, of shoes that you bought 5 years ago is really that crazy, but maybe that's just me. All right, we're back to the positive vibes. We're back to the positive vibes. Let's go explore.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love?
Okay, a couple of things. First things first, I forgot how hot Florida is. Like I think right now it's only, I want to say it's only like 80 degrees, but it just feels so much hotter. Totally forgot about that, and I'm not complaining at all. I love this. And then secondly, I am the youngest person by about 30 years in this whole thing as we speak. Like there probably are maybe some younger people, but I have not seen them today. And also I am like the only female because a golf club is right there. So it's just a bunch of old men. Oh my goodness. So first of all, my armpits are not in a good place right now. Like I don't know how, but I forgot to put on deodorant. Definitely not something I would recommend if you're going outside in Florida, so that's wonderful. And also, it almost looks like, I don't know, it almost looks like I'm wearing blush right now because I got hot. Walked for maybe like an hour. I would have walked even longer, but no one in my family. What? I feel like I smell weed, which I feel like is becoming more and more popular amongst the elderly or senior population. I always try to say senior. I'll never forget. I was a reporter. It was like one of my first weeks, and I said, the elderly get a discount to a certain thing, and someone messaged me so kindly telling me that's like very offensive, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Seniors is the proper word. So yeah, that's definitely some marijuana. But anyway, on another note, I always hate when I'm going on a long walk and I call every member of my family and no one answers. My dad didn't answer, my brother didn't answer, and then I didn't even call my mom. I knew she'd be busy. She is volunteering at our town's fair today as part of the Marine Moms, so she was excused, but no one else has an excuse. And I'm actually really excited to be home. I'm just gonna spend, I feel like, the rest of the afternoon organizing some things in there because I haven't put everything away. It's kind of a lot. And then also, I'm so excited. So I have to finish the book I'm reading, which is Out of the Corner by Jennifer Grey, I believe. And it's really good. I've been loving it. But the book that I've really been wanting to read is Katie Tur's Rough Draft. This is what Libby looks like, by the way. This is the app that I use to get free books from the library to my Kindle. It's absolutely free. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And you can see like my little database. This is what I'm currently reading. Obviously I have that audiobook by Jeanette McCurdy, Out of the Corner by Jennifer Grey, and then also this is Ready to Borrow. So if I am not ready to borrow it, I can actually, like, what do I press? Deliver later, and it can come to me at a later date, but I am ready. I'm going to finish out of the corner, which honestly I feel like I have like halfway left, so I kind of have a lot to go. I'm enjoying it, but I'm just so excited for Katie Turn's book. She is a national correspondent who is most well known for covering the Trump campaign, but not only that, he on multiple occasions called her out, like at the middle of his rallies, trying to get everyone to like almost turn against her. Kind of got a little dangerous at certain points just because you don't know what people are gonna do. And so yeah, it was just such an interesting read, but more than that, on just like her life. She only dipped into parts of her life during that book. The parts I like squeezed onto though, I was like, give me everything, I wanna know everything. So then this second book is more on her personal life. Her father was actually a very famous photojournalist. He like, it's not invented, but he was like one of the first people who flew helicopters to get news footage, like car chases and things like that. And then just a few years ago, he transitioned to female, and her name is now Zoe. And it's just, I'm really interested in all of that because that must be really hard, just as a family. And I one thing, you could say what you want about the Kardashians, I really think they handled all of that with grace and acceptance and love, and that is all anyone can ask for. And by the way, I know the Kardashians and Caitlyn do not have a good relationship now, but I'm just talking about when Caitlyn initially came out, everyone accepted her, and that just like, I don't know, that was just so great to watch. With obviously Caitlyn Jenner, I'll never forget when I first heard all of that coming out and just hearing her story. I just wanted to like hug her through the screen because I know it can't be easy. And actually, this is a random rant, but not a rant, but just a random like spew of thoughts. A news reporter recently transitioned, and that's just so cool. That's something that would not have happened years ago. It just would not have been accepted. Like, what, you can't do that. So it was really cool seeing her story, just transitioning and finally being who she was born to be. I love that. So anyway, this is just the life. Relax out here, read my book. Zach's plane is on time. He should be home by this evening, probably before sunset. So that'll be nice. In the spirit of being totally honest and transparent, this is what the current situation is. That has been like that since last night. So clearly it's just totally clogged, totally backed up. And then just to make matters a little bit more fun, because we love fun moments in our lives. We don't like boring. I don't even know if you could see. I guess maybe try to turn my light on. This is just all water. Like, I'm gonna put a towel over it. This is just all flooded water because I didn't realize I was washing a few dishes in the, oh, you can hear it. Do you hear that? Yeah, I was washing dishes in the sink and the sink started leaking a lot. So this is a situation. I just called the emergency line. They said they can't get anyone out today, which I am such a pushover. I was like, yeah, no problem, no worries. Yeah, that's the situation. Cooking up lunch though. We've got some butternut squash. Love this in the air fryer. And I just try to always remember to like show you guys some of the things that come with this whole travel thing. Wow, there's actually quite a few people in the pool. Lunch with a view. I just have a whole bunch of butternut squash I put in the air fryer with some sea salt and turkey, boar's head turkey. I worked at a deli for 2 years, 2 summers, and I can tell you, that is the elite turkey. Oh my gosh, it's fogging. Prodigal son has returned. I don't know why I always say that.
Yeah, it's the bad one. What are you talking about?
What? He's bad?
You say you don't even know the story?
I forget. But how are you feeling? You have had the craziest day I could ever imagine.
No, I mean, I'm tired right now. It's been a long one, but it was worth it.
That just goes to show, if you're a real one with Zach, he will do anything for you.
No, I mean, I've always said, like, I would rather have, like, a few really close people in my life that I would, like, go do anything for versus, like, just a ton of, like, half friends. The person I went to see today, I mean, was my boss, mentor, friend, everything. Like, someone, like, I spent a lot of time with for 5 years.
And I'll give you guys one last look. Oh my gosh, the sun is setting. It's so beautiful. Like, especially like when you like are just like kind of like walking back here, it looks like a picture. Like, it doesn't look real. Oh my goodness. I'm literally Casper the Ghost. Like, Casper the friendly freaking ghost. On the agenda tonight, we're gonna do a little maybe like tan drop action or like the spray, something. Because walking around here, everyone is so tan. I look like I don't fit in at all, but it's not even like the good tan though. You know, when people have like that leathery skin, I'm not trying to be mean, but that's like something I've made a point in my life that I don't want to end up with, because I feel like a lot of people, especially like, I mean, honestly, like my parents, my grandparents' generation, like they would lather up with like baby oil. Whereas I do get color. It's not like I like hide from the sun, except my face. I don't let my face get any sun. I don't want that. But my body, I let my body get color, but not to the point where it's like fried or anything like that. Like just a decent, healthy amount of color. So hopefully while I'm in Florida, I will get some color, because oh my gosh, even like this is okay. Yeah, not good. I think I'm just gonna enjoy this evening and then start up a new vlog tomorrow, my first week in Florida. So be sure to be subscribed if you aren't already to keep up with the journey. And obviously all my social media, I have like a highlight on my Instagram stories already of like St. Petersburg. Also have one from Charlotte and Nashville as well. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and be sure to give the video
Big thumbs up.
Zach, that's not what you say.
I'll thumb it.